Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Mike, and this is For the Record. Welcome to the swamp. Well, this is a special time right now because one of my favorite bands that I've been listening to for the past few years now, I got heavily involved with, personally got to know them, talk with the founder many times on the phone, texting, talking. It's been a wonderful few years ever since I was introduced to the band Water Tower, originally from Portland, Oregon. They are now based in Los Angeles, California. So, quick backstory. I won't make this video very long. I was introduced to this band on Facebook in the middle of the pandemic. At the time, they couldn't tour, so they were forced to hold these little free concerts in Kenny's, the founder's house, Kenny Feinstein, in his house. Many incarnations of the band through the years, but mainly right now it's Kenny Feinstein, or Kenny Fretboard Feinstein, and Tommy Fingers Drinkard. I gave them those names because they're amazing musicians, and they have many incarnations through the years. Even for the past couple of years, it's changed, but it's been them too. And in the middle of the pandemic, I started watching their videos, and I became very good friends with Kenny, the founder. I talked to him on the phone many times, texting back and forth. And when it came time to, well, actually, the album had already, I believe it had already come out. I can't remember exactly. I think it already come. It came out. This had come out on CD already, and I was like, I just love the music. It was something new and fresh, and I'd asked him if it was available on vinyl, and he said no. So, long story short, I offered to try and raise some money, and I never asked how much he needed. I just started raising money, and he said, "Well, if you can raise $1,000, I'll match it." And because of all the fans, that was not a problem at all. Everybody chipped in, and he raised the money. Still, it wasn't done. Originally, Kenny was going to have this on vinyl when it first came out. But I guess the first time, the first company, the warehouse burnt down, and then just one problem after another. But Kenny, through the years, from day one, he always kept me up to date. The covers are getting made, or the jackets are getting made. The books are being printed now. We would talk all the time about every time, a month or two would go by, and he'd update me. But this took years. This literally took years to do, because as an independent artist, it's tedious work, and you don't have a big record label doing the work for you. So we raised the money, and years later, it took several years to do, but we got it done. And when we were first talking about getting this pressed on vinyl, I'd asked Kenny, I said, I would really like it if I can get the test pressing. And without a thought, he said, it's yours. Absolutely. When it's done, it's yours. Well, I got the test pressing. This thing, I listened to it once, and then I sealed it. It's completely sealed. I'm not going to open it again. It's signed by the band, and Taylor is one of the newer members, but there's Kenny, and I believe this is Tom. Well, this has to be Tommy's right here, Tommy Drinkard. Peter, he's sort of a newer member as well. And Don Bolus. If you don't know who Don Bolus is, I didn't know when I first met Kenny. I didn't know who he was. So Don Bolus, I guess one of the founding members of the Germs, but a huge influence in the 70s for punk music. But if you're into punk music, you'll know who Don Bolus is. He was heavily involved with the production of this record. Excuse me. Yeah, Don Bowles was a huge influence. He helped Kenny out. Very good friends with Kenny. That's the this is the cat number WT for Water Tower, WT 100, right there. And test pressing. This is my first and only test pressing, and this is very special because the hard work that Kenny and the band had done through the years, and I was happy to have been involved. Also, what came was, this is actually, I meant to grab the CD. I have this on CD as well. This is live from Weiser, Idaho. The CD is, this is just a 33. It's a 45. It's a 7-inch, whatever, but it's a 33. It's only got a couple songs on it. The full length CD I also have. I just didn't think of grabbing it, but this is the 33 or the 7-inch, and this is the inner, which is really, really cool. And clear. And I started listening to it as a 45, and if I could fucking read, I would have read that it says 33 RPM, and this is number 26 of only 50 made. Happy to have that. That's really cool. But I also, like I said, I also have the this CD. I think there were more of the CDs made. I don't think those were limited. They may have been, but they're not numbered. So this Water Tower Fly Around, the band's 2020 album. I swear it was 2019, but I think it's actually 2020 when it came out. It was this is limited, very limited to only 100. And last week, Kenny had only had 50 left. And at that time I said I ordered 2 more, so I got 2 more coming. And pressed in the Czech Republic. I upgraded from the paper sleeve to my rice paper sleeves. So Fly Around, this just such a good album. Their music is a mixture of bluegrass and punk, is really the best way to describe it. If you are interested in getting a copy, sounds absolutely amazing. Highly recommend the LP over the CD, but you should get the CD as well. A lot of people listen to it in their cars now. But you could also stream music. There are many different streaming services. But I highly recommend the album if you're interested in getting this on vinyl. You can reach out to Kenny Feinstein on Facebook, or I will also put all of the information in the description down below. Kenny, Tommy, the band's website, and also the fans. Kenny has a fan page on Facebook. It's called Tower Head Unite. So I'll put all the information down below. You can reach out to them if you have an issue. Go into one of the links, message me here, and I'll get you in direct contact with Kenny. Highly recommend this. Very limited. If you're a collector, you need this album. And again, it's best described as bluegrass, heavily influenced by punk music, but it's a lot of fiddle, a lot of acoustic guitar, a lot of fiddle, a lot of banjo. Drinkard, Tommy Fingers, his fingers are on fire when he's playing a banjo. He's just unbelievable. But highly recommend this. This is really an honor to actually hold this, and not only hold it, but have been involved with getting this pressed on vinyl. And again, oh, and I'm not sure if they'll sign it, but if you're interested, I'm sure, signed by everybody right there. I'm not sure how easy it is for Don Bowles to sign it, but if you are interested in getting a signed copy, I believe that is available. I just don't know if he signed all of them. So if you're interested, just ask, and I'm sure he'll be able to sign it. An amazing album. I can do a thorough video or album review in the future if you're interested. But this is just showing us that finally, after years and years of trying to get this pressed on vinyl, Kenny and the boys finally did it. And I was honored to have been involved. test pressing. This is near and dear. This is going somewhere special. Don't want to put it on my shelf. I got to put it somewhere special, and I don't want to frame it. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but yeah, pretty awesome. And if you're interested, again, go to the description. I'll put all the information down there. If you have any issues at all reaching out to them in any of those links, sometimes the links don't work, message me in the messages and I will get you in direct contact with the band. Highly recommend it. But yeah, that's it. I do plan on doing other videos in the near future. I was going to do a room tour. I made a lot of changes. I have some new equipment. Yeah, I'm happy how things are turning out down here. I made a lot of changes. So I'll be doing a room tour the next, maybe my next video. Okay? As always, be kind to others. Peace.